and welcome back to another Supergirl talk video where I talk about Supergirl and pretty much just fangirl over it. So let's get straight into Supergirl 2x18, Ace Reporter, because my god. So just a heads up, this episode is just pretty much going to be fangirling about Lena, Kara, and Supercorp because what the fuck? I feel like I've had a couple days to try and process my feels for this episode and for Supercorp, but I cannot. And I'm back to where I was feeling, sort of when Lena was first introduced into the series, and I was like, holy shit, like, her and Kara have got some serious chemistry. And I'm like, there's some, actual, serious acting choices that have been made between their interactions. And I'm like, it's super gay. Like, there has to be an explanation for their acting decisions because they've got an insane amount of chemistry and they're acting really gay. All those feelings came washing back this episode because, oh my god, they're just... there's no way to process my feels. There's just, there's so many scenes with them as well, and they were just all so cute and had, certain moments in them, and let's talk about the cooking scene. So, the first scene, I should say, where Kara's, trying to cook, and Lena comes in. It's just, I don't know, they were just sitting, they just seem to be leaning closer and closer to each other, and I fangirled about their hands, nearly touching in my reaction video. I don't know, and the way they look at each other, and Lena calling Kara her favourite. I am still not over that because, oh my god. I legit call my crushes my favorites. I'm like, you're my favorite to my crushes, right? They know what they're doing. They know Supercorp is a legitimate thing that people are shipping. And guys. And let's go over to when Lena is introducing Kara to Jack. And she introduces Kara as National's best reporter. Oh, and Kara just giggles and collapses in on herself. Please explain that to me. How can anyone explain that to be a straight reaction? There is no explanation except for they're gay for each other. They're in love with each other. I will not accept anything else. And honestly, I'm pretty... I was having this discussion with Sheila, I believe it was. I think that's how you say your name. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. But it's spelt weird, it's got numbers in it, and that trips me out. Anyway, track it. What is that? That is not a word. Off track. We were talking on Skype, and we were discussing Lena knowing if Kara's Supergirl or not, and both of us are pretty convinced that Lena knows, right? She has to know. There's so many signs pointing to her knowing, and that kills me, and I'm just so excited for the next is it 4 episodes that are left? Because I feel something's obviously going to happen in regards to Lena finding out about Supergirl / Kara, and I think it has something to do with, what's her name? Raina? I'm butchering it, so I'm not gonna continue trying to say her name. Mon-El's mama. It's got something to do with her, right? Yeah, we were having some discussions on Skype. There's been lots of theories in regards to what's going to happen with Lena and Mon-El's mom, where that's going to go. And I'm super excited to see where it goes. But just quickly, we have to talk about that last scene with Lena and Kara. Guys, my feels, what the fuck? That scene is the scene to set up a romantic storyline, right? Kara telling Lena that she will always protect her. She's never gonna leave her. Lena just so sad because, like, obviously she is used to dealing and seeing loss in her family, and she's scared that she's gonna turn out like her mom. She's scared who she's gonna become. Lena, I just want to hug her, and I'm like, oh no, like, because the fact that she acknowledges, like, the problems, right, in her family, like, she recognizes that she's probably acting the same way that her mum reacted when Lex got, like, taken away, and so she is, like, sort of like seeing herself and her mum, and that scares her, and I mean, that in itself is, breaks my heart. But it's like, she has a choice because at least she knows sort of what a possibility for her future could be, right? She's got her mum as sort of like one option that she could go down, you know, or she could choose not to do that. And I'm excited because, like, Kara's gonna be here there to, like, just help her through it. I'm still, like I said, I'm still not able to process my feels. It's just too much. It's too much. Okay, but also, oh my god, I nearly forgot to talk about it. But okay, one, I'm not really a huge fan of their whole, you know, you're my kryptonite thing that they're going on Supergirl, because, like, you don't want anyone to be your kryptonite, you know? Like, kryptonite is a very bad thing. You want to keep your kryptonite as far away from you as possible, right? That never made sense to me. You know how Mon-El's like, you're my kryptonite? It's like, well, then wouldn't you want her to be as far away from you as possible? Because, like, she hurts you? I don't know. Never made sense to me. So I didn't really like how Lena was like, Jack's my kryptonite, you know? Don't like that sort of analogy. Anyway, moving on. Let's just go with that Jack is very, very special and is just, you know, the what if, or, you know, the exception to Lena, right? Like, she's got a special place in her heart for Jack. She chose Supergirl over Jack. My god. Like, it tore her apart. Obviously, we see, you know, her breaking down afterwards, but, like, she has to know. She has to know that Supergirl is Kara. I'm convinced. You know, like, there was no way she was gonna let Supergirl die. There was no way she was gonna let that happen. That was not an option that was on the table. I'm just... Yeah, I'm getting a little bit excited for Supergirl again. I liked how they used Mon-El in this episode. He didn't piss me off this episode. He actually made me laugh a couple times, you know? He was used in this episode how he should have been used the whole season. Just like goofy, comedic, like, sidekick, you know? I totally would be on board a bro TP with him and Kara. I would have loved that so much in this season. So yeah, I liked how they used Mon-El in this episode. I loved this episode. I'm super excited for next week's episode. Alex. Oh, God. My feels are going to be all over the place. So for those of you that don't know, I did do a reaction video to this episode, and I do reaction videos over on my Patreon. So if you guys would like to check out the reaction video to Supergirl, this episode of Supergirl, head over to my Patreon. You can pledge whatever amount you want, and you get to watch all the reaction videos that I do. I will be reacting to next week's episode, Alex, so that's awesome. And another FYI, we're on like the last couple days to enter in the giveaway for the Clark and Lexa Pops. If you guys don't know, I'm doing a monthly giveaway on my patrons. I'm doing monthly giveaways on my Patreon for those that pledge $5 or more. So you pledge $5 or more, your name gets entered into a random sort of draw. And this month is the Clark and Lexa Pops, which I'll be giving away very, very soon. So if you guys want to go check out my Patreon, I would love any sort of support that you can give. It would honestly mean the world. I've got some future giveaways planned, like I'm working with some people for future giveaways, so I'm pretty excited for them. But yeah, so like I said, any kind of support would be amazing. We're getting so close to $250 a month on my Patreon, which means I'll be doing 2 reaction videos a month. So I am planning on doing Alex, like next week's Supergirl. for the May reaction. But if we can get to 2 reaction videos a month, I believe the Supergirl finale is in May, like at the end of May. So I'll get to do a reaction to that. Oh, just a quick update on one of the pledges on my Patreon. I have recently changed the $10 pledge on my Patreon. So now when you pledge $10, you get added into a Skype group with all the other $10 pledges and myself. So we talk about all sorts of things. Like I was chatting to them about Supergirl when it happened. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So if you guys want to go check out that pledge tier, yeah, it's on my Patreon. Alright, that's about it. I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye!